It was the first time that it was a movie just designed to make him scream. But my goal was to become a movie director and a working director. I just wanted to make movies. At that point, at any point, I would have made anything just to make a movie. It was the domain of all my fantasies and dreams when I was a young kid. You know, I fell in love with the movies really young, so I would create in there and do all sorts of things. And I wanted to see the science fiction and horror movies. I love those. But I saw everything. I mean, you could have also said, you're going to make this fabulous Western when you get older, and I may have been more excited about that. But I don't know if I would have believed anybody. I didn't care about money. I just wanted control. I wanted a chance. That's what I wanted. So we made it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Repetitive little phrase over and over again. So it would get you, oh dear, what's going to happen? Sociopaths or psychopaths. And they appear to be human. They appear to be like you and I, but they're not. They're hunting you. They're out hunting you or using you. And I thought, oh my God, that's chilling. It's almost like a different species. They're not human exactly. Which is what sort of spurred me into this story. Well, he's not really human. He's sort of human, but he's partially supernatural. He's evil incarnate, but not really. He's human. Yeah, Michael Myers. Yeah, the Michael Myers. Sure. Yeah, really sweet man. He wasn't sure about Halloween. He wasn't sure about it, but it was a tribute to him because he handled my first really big film. So I am very, very delightful man. I went to there was a county insane asylum. Ooh. Anyway, there they are, the real folks, and who are mentally disturbed. And there's this one guy, he looked like evil, incarnate, just the expression on his face. I don't know what was wrong with him. I don't know what his problem was, but he looked like he wanted to kill me and eat me. He looked like a murderer. And so that was kind of the backstory for Michael Myers and Halloween. I'm never going to be drawn to the light and breezy and romantic. I live on the dark side. That's where I belong. I love even the pain of it.
Yeah.
You have to embrace all that.
Yeah. Because
you're working towards an end, a product. An end. It's not, I hate calling it a product. It's not a work. And when you get done, it's like, oh my God, we finished this thing. And sometimes they all don't get along, and sometimes you make changes on the way. But it's an army of people that are working to put this thing together and make it fly and see what happens. We were just flying by the seat of our pants on that movie. There's a bunch of young kids trying to make a movie. We were just having a blast. That's all. It was no big deal. So Irwin was a famous pirate hustler. He would hustle around trying to get projects going. Yeah, oh yeah. He was rough and tumble. She was really bright and really knowledgeable about low-budget filmmaking. She was one of the first female producers like this, and especially difficult in those days. It just wasn't, there weren't too many of them. She was a trailblazer. Well, nobody knew anything then. We didn't know Jamie Lee Curtis. She was on a TV show. What motivated
you to pick up the phone?
Deborah Hill suggested it. Said, it'd be really nice to call Jamie. Because we both I was living with Deborah at the time, and we were both really taken with her performance. But I wouldn't have thought about it on my own, but she said, well, call her. Oh, okay, so I called her. And so we cast her, and she was great. But it was just, she was one of the group. There was a PJ Souls and Nancy Loomis. The girls were fabulous. And it was fun to shoot. We shot, the big street is not too far away from this house right now. It's right down this way. Yeah. In the middle of Hollywood. So it was just fun. It was, I don't know. You wish all the movies would go as smoothly as that did. It really did pretty well, considering we had no money and no time. 200 and some odd thousand. The guys who released Halloween were pirates. They're all pirates.
Oh, really?
So there's no way of knowing how much it really made. It was, but I think, remember a movie called Blair Witch Project?
Oh, yeah,
Remember that movie?
1999, yeah.
I think that topped it. I think that's the movie that made so much money, and it cost nothing. But the reviews were just merciless. Merciless. And they all blame me and call me names. And, and that isn't something you like. I've never looked at something and saying, my God, that's genius. I look at it and say, what was I thinking? Oh. That's a little off there. That's not quite.
This could have been so much better.
Oh, yeah. Everything. Nothing is that. What didn't succeed totally, but if you try to hide those palm trees, you can sort of say it's Haddonfield, Illinois. I don't ever want to watch any of my movies again because I see a scene and I say, what was I thinking? This is stupid. Why did I direct it that way? Why didn't I take a little more time and move the camera over here? I don't want to see him again. I really don't. So we come down to the Jim Crow South, and it was pretty rough down there. Theaters were segregated. Everything was segregated back then. It was astonishing when I think about it. But these hillbillies, they can be pretty rough. That's where I learned about evil. I was even friends with some evil people, too. But by evil, I mean that they don't care about others at all. They have no empathy. They don't care. The women, the girls there, you think they're really nice. They hate your guts. Behind all that Southern charm. Yeah, it's hiding the evil. Oh, everything. And it's not a place that you think that anything evil could take place, but it's people are trapped in there, and they scheme, and there's trouble in the suburbs always, and your generation's got to do it because mine screwed it up. We fucked it up. Pardon me. We did. It's one of the two scary stories that we can tell. One is the evil is inside, or the evil is outside. Now that goes way back to us tribal. We're sitting around the campfire, and we've just come out of the trees. And the witch doctor says, I'll tell you where evil is. It's out there in the woods, in the darkness. It's the next tribe. And they're going to come in here, and things will be impure. And they'll take you over. Treat your neighbor like you want to be treated. That's the whole secret. I don't want to be a hateful person. I try to never compromise anybody out there listening who wants to make movies. Make it your vision. What else are you living for? Why are you alive?